Hello everybody, this is Kaboot22. I've been a Call of Duty player for 7 years. My first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 1, and I've been hooked ever since. Most of you know, less than 3 hours ago, the new Call of Duty trailer was released, and it's going to be Call of Duty Advanced Warfare by Sledgehammer Games. The trailer is less than 3 minutes, and I've already made up my mind that I'm going to buy this game. This game is going to be a boom or a bust, and I'm heavily leaning towards boom at this point. This trailer showed many new features never before seen in Call of Duty that's going to change multiplayer gameplay forever. This trailer blew my mind, as much as a video under 3 minutes can blow someone's mind. This trailer revealed many new groundbreaking features that will change Call of Duty. The first of which is the jump. In every Call of Duty since COD 4, there's been a standard ability to jump, where if you hit the jump button, you've pretty much gone the same distance, and it's a realistic human jump, maybe a little bit more. In this trailer, 3 separate times, we see a player jump. And all 3 times, they jump further and they get way more air than ever before. And this is obviously because of the suits that we see in the very beginning of the video and throughout the video. And obviously it gives them, the characters, a better jump ability, and maybe there's propulsion rockets in the feet or something along these lines. So from what I saw, it looks closer to a Halo jump, although I've never played, but I've seen the jumps. So you can jump pretty far and high, so that changes the Call of Duty playstyle a little bit, probably more than a bit, probably significantly. The next biggest thing is climbing up walls. We see this in the video, both in third person and first person. I'm pretty sure this will be in the multiplayer, and you will have the ability to climb up any surface. Call of Duty's always been you needed ladder or stairs. There was no traversing terrain except for the equipped. But with the ability to climb walls, it pretty much dampens camping significantly, in my opinion. Because before, you can expect players to come from like one of 3 or 4 entrances into your field of view, but if they have the ability to climb up surfaces with those hand grippers, you know, it just changes the game because they can appear anywhere on your screen, no matter what the layout is. So I think that's going to be a good innovation. Other things that I noticed, there were some hover motorcycles that looked pretty cool. Unsure if those will just be a campaign element or they'll make their way into multiplayer. I doubt it. Invisibility, they had this in Black Ops 2. I don't think it's gonna make it into the game. It's just too. I wouldn't want it in the game. I think that's just a little bit too cheap. So I'm gonna hope that's not in the game. Another interesting thing we saw was the infrared grenade, and this is where the character threw a grenade, and his entire screen turned into an infrared scan, and he could see where all the players are. And this was basically an Oracle. Basically, it's similar to an Oracle in the way it reveals people, but it reveals them, I think, even better than an Oracle. And this one didn't look like a kill streak. It looked like probably a tactical grenade that you can equip. So that's something cool. You could just throw it in a pinch to know exactly where the enemies are. I think that's going to make its way into multiplayer. Another cool thing, a guy comes down an elevator, he plants a riot wall, and he uses it as a barrier to kind of shoot over, and we can see that the bullets could not penetrate this wall. So it's basically your insta cover if you need it in a pinch. Like you're caught out in the open, you can just deploy cover anywhere. So I think that's pretty cool, because then you can kind of make, if that gets put on multiplayer, it will give you the ability to make areas of your own. And what I mean by that is, in every Call of Duty, there's been areas you can control. I don't want to say camp them, but like if you stay in one area and you can kind of control it, and you can just rack up streaks and that kind of thing. With this riot wall, I think you're gonna have the ability to create your own areas. Meaning, if there's a wall on one side of, you know, like where you are, you have the ability now to create another wall to cover a blind spot, so you know, to give yourself more protection, and it could really benefit if you use them well. It could really benefit strategically, so that's interesting. As far as kill streaks, what we've seen so far, there was the mounted tank gun that seemed to shoot some sort of laser beam. That was really cool. That looks like something they might put in the game. Obviously, there were tanks. There seemed to be automatic drones that looked similar to Griffins that we saw a player deploy. So that's interesting. So those are the key points, that things I noticed that could be in the multiplayer or just in the single player. Lastly, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I put some deep thought into it, and I love Call of Duty, and when this game comes out, I'm going to do everything I can to make videos that help you regular players understand the maps, understand how this game works, and what you can do to put yourself ahead of other average players. Thank you. This has been Skaboo22. I'm out.